Let's talk Tanya for the 20th of Adar. So yesterday we finished explaining how by doing a mitzvah we connect to God. And when we do an action mitzvah, we connect not only our godly soul to God, but we also connect our animal soul to God. We connect our body to God. We ended off with a question. Whoopee-doo. Okay, my animal soul is connected. My body is connected. I don't feel holy. I still feel very materialistic and egotistic and mundane. And in today's Tanya, with which we conclude chapter 35, the Alter Rebbe says, don't worry about that. At the moment that you are doing a mitzvah, the core of your animal soul, which is its emotions, are suppressed because it's not expressing itself in thought, speech, or action. The animal soul is not interested in doing the mitzvah, so it is being suppressed at the moment. And at the end of the day, the garments of the animal soul and the body are being used in the commission of a mitzvah. And that's all that matters. That means that the energy of the animal soul, whether it likes it or not, is being elevated right now to holiness, as is the body that is doing the mitzvah. With this, we have ended chapter 35, and now we need to recap a little. We started the chapter a few days ago, and we asked two primary questions. Question number one is, why is Judaism so fixated on Maisa, on action? Why is it all about 613 mitzvahs and doing this and not doing that and all the details and getting it right? Why is action so primary? We answered that question. We know the answer. The answer is because that's how we connect our bodies and our animal soul to God. And then there was another question that we asked, which is you might want to say the cry of the Beinoni, the cry of the struggler, saying, why was my soul put down here into my body? And I struggle and I struggle and I struggle against the animal soul, and I never really make any meaningful or significant inroads against my animal soul. I still struggle. So what's the point of it all? And by now we have the answer to that question also. The Alter Rebbe turns to the struggler and says, what's bothering you? That you're not perfect on the inside? But think about it for a moment. What's the most important thing in life? What's our goal in life? The goal in life is to connect to God. You connect to God not through being perfect on the inside. You connect to God through doing a mitzvah, through physically doing a mitzvah, as we just explained. And guess what? In that area, you and the tzaddik, the perfect person, are the exact same. You do a mitzvah, the tzaddik does a mitzvah, and that's what counts. The tzaddik is not more connected to God because they have transformed their animal soul, because as we have learned, connection to God isn't doing a mitzvah. So the whole existential anxiety that we have, but I'm struggling and I can't, I can't perfect myself, that's part of an ego trip. I would love to be perfect. I would love to be able to look in the mirror and see this most incredible spiritual person smiling back at me. But if your goal is to do what God wants and to connect to God, just do a mitzvah, and that's all that matters. Forget about the struggle. It's not important. I mean, obviously the struggle is important, but in terms of connecting to God, it's about doing a mitzvah. Tomorrow we will start chapter 36, and in chapter 36, we are going to have a completely new, and I might say a new mind-blowing understanding of the value of Maisa, the value of action, mitzvahs done specifically with action.